I'll tell you why that character's slow. Here's my theory, and I think other people have shared similar theories on the internet in the past. But like, I think there's credible evidence to support the fact that the Byleth was supposed to be, in quotes, like the Monster Hunter representative, who's a very like armor-clad hunter with all these hunting horn, which probably would have been like the down B and the down air, and like other various weapons, So I think you could make that argument, and that character probably should have been slow. So yeah, I don't know. Wow, good start from Suarez. Sorry we were jumping right into it talking about Byleth, but yeah, great start from Suarez. Mr. E starting the set with Lucina, and other characters might not have made it back there. But Mr. E, cool, calm, and collected, finds his way back to the ledge. Always funny to get the Yoshi egg lay neutral B off of the stage, because it's like that's such like a classic baby's first smash. Like that's that's like inhaling with Kirby off the stage. It's like, haha, I got you with the cheese, right? That's like the first cheese I ever seen in Smash. And speaking of cheese, that was one cheesy F smash from Suarez, getting the first stock there. So Suarez coming in with momentum.
Absolutely, it might have been that Mr. E wasn't playing for a little bit. I don't know what everybody says, I guess, but it's definitely looking like that, because now Mr. E is not in the lead and almost ready. Already labbed Suarez in percent and ready to die off of that jab block. Very nice from.
Oh, nice tech though.
I don't know.
He's dead still.
I don't know.
Suarez is absolutely on fire right now. Mr. E is going to have to wake up if he's going to take this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, maybe Suarez was coming in hot and Mr. E is coming in not,
Another thing, I feel like maybe Suarez kind of fixes a little bit, only because a lot of the times, especially in that first set against Mr. E, and that was so, that could have been so bad.
Other characters wouldn't have been able to armor through that. Yoshi exploiting his double jump armor and no tech. Oh, again, a scary situation, but Mr. E still staying calm and cool and collected, able to make it back. Oh, nice fade back on the up B, able to mix up his landing. Whenever you're presented with that kind of situation, it's always safe to throw out a down smash. Covers both sides. But I think Suarez just kind of wanted to end it, But he might get his chance anyway, because he's in a position where, yeah, Mr. E is at such high percent. I don't know if he meant to do that, but yeah, double jump right on out of there. Mr. E off stage at 130 now. Gets hit by the egg. How does he get back to center stage? How does he get back into control of the match? He does not. Suarez takes it very handily.
Absolutely, and here's a little bit of a thing, right? So in the set against, Suarez and Mr. E in the first, in winners, it was not as close as it was. Like, it was never even like this much in Suarez's favor. And the only reason I say this is because, a lot of the time you saw Suarez trying to like continuously push himself to center stage. Like, even like just trying to get back to the stage itself, trying to get back to ground. There was a lot of situations where it's like, again, I think I said this before, but it's like, people constantly punishing Suarez for just trying to recover high. And like, of course, it's like, I don't really want to deal with a situation where, I'm Yoshi and I'm trying hard to, just land overall. I feel like it's just one of those things where he has to be very particular about how he actually goes about these things, because that's exactly what Mr. E is looking out for. He's looking out for you to be, in the air, ready for you to come down with something that is very punishable, and that's exactly what's gotten punished. But this is a complete reverse on its own, had super control over the whole time, over the ledge, over just situations in general where, it just wasn't really favorable for Mr. E. And I think is this a Banjo song? I think this is.
This is a Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, is this? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really know the difference.
They're both composed, so Donkey Kong 64, composed by Grant Kirkhope, as was Banjo-Kazooie, both made by Rareware. So a lot of Donkey Kong songs will sound like Banjo-Kazooie songs. Oh, big counter from Mr. E. Absolutely exquisite read from the ledge. But yeah, so this song I think is actually, I don't know if this is Grant Kirkhope or David Wise, but David Wise does the Donkey Kong Country songs, not the Donkey Kong 64 songs. So I'm not exactly sure, but I can get that info for you.
Oh, thank you. Very interesting. But again, what also is interesting? The fact that Suarez is at 158%.
Yeah, this game not going quite the same way that first game did, but Suarez is trying to bring it back. He's still staying alive. Well, never mind.
No.
You know what's
not
interesting?
today.
You know what's interesting is, again, we are finding ourselves here in grand finals, just like we did in winners finals, on Final Destination. Oh, a little too, yeah, press those buttons, Mr. E. You gotta mash out.
Mash.
Don't forget the mash.
Did he forget to mash?
I think he was
is that
trying
the case?
I mean, I think he was trying to mix up his mash timing, but because you don't want to mash and then accidentally air dodge off stage or something like that. So he was probably being a little conservative with his mash, but too conservative. You're at 110, you're not going to break out automatically.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like, look at this. Grand Finals, Game 1, they strike to FD. Game 2, Mr. E counterpicks FD, confirming what I believe to be the fact that this is a good stage for him.
Oh, absolutely. Like, we saw in the first set, like, Suarez went to FD 2 times.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake. I think the fact that he started here, again, is a mistake. And the fact that Mr. E is picking into the stage kind of confirms that for me. But I guess we'll see where Suarez ends up picking next game if he does lose, which, based on this so far, he might not. He's got another small lead once again here. So if he can extend that lead by staying alive here to 150, which he is doing, then maybe he'll win this game as well. On what I'm saying is a bad stage, but Mr. E finds the kill with a nice Dolphin Slash.
Double roll. Doesn't matter. Period.
Suarez seems to be forcing the issue with those up Bs. I don't think they're going to work the way you want. Nice spot dodge and air dodge read from Suarez, kind of patiently waiting for his opening, and gets rewarded and finds a nice grab in the corner.
Ooh, absolutely, and we'll try to get the grab there. Not going to get it just yet. However, we are at 95%, and Mr. E is bleeding just a little bit. I don't know. It's definitely looking like you can die like you are going to right now.
Nice mix-up. Usually goes for the up air in that situation, but recognizing it would not kill. Found the down air, which not as true, but more likely to kill due to the heavy damage output. So good choice from Suarez, who's now up 2-0 in this grand finals. Again, on a stage where I didn't think it would be likely he'd be coming out on top. And now it looks like Misery's thinking about it. Maybe thinking maybe this stage isn't the best for me. Yeah, ends up going to Battlefield. This is such a weird situation. I think they're picking... I think this is a good stage for Suarez. I don't know if I would do this as Mr. E.
I mean, definitely can be bad.
But if he goes Byleth, I think this is a good stage for him.
Ooh.
Byleth can reach that top platform with that big up air and that big up B, right? So Suarez can't use that as a retreat.
Yo.
What we got?
Rivers in the desert. Rivers desert.
What is this? I didn't see this.
It's Rivers in the Desert from Persona 5.
The Persona music. You know, I hear that Persona music heavily influenced the development of jazz in the in the 1920s.
Ooh. Period. Hello. I don't know. It sounded a little bit interesting here. It just got spicy. You know what else is spicy? This is Byleth right here. Because I feel like, you know, Mystery at this point is like, even if I lose this game, like, if I lose this game, it's whatever. Because I still have another set. Because we are in grants if I'm corrected.
It's funny because he did the same thing in the first Winners Final set. You know, went Lucina the first 2 games and then Byleth. Except the difference is he won those games as Lucina. So quite an interesting turn of events.
Maybe he wants the Byleth. I don't know.
Byleth might be the move. I think that overall Lucina will do better, but Byleth probably has a perfectly fine matchup against Yoshi. Mostly due to the fact that can kind of contend with those large hitboxes that Yoshi puts out. And yeah, I mean that's what Lucina likes to do in the matchup is you just keep those big hitboxes active, and it's hard for Yoshi to move around in the air that he loves to do so much. Nice up smash out of shield. Not gonna find the kill, but that one will.
Hey, Yoshi's like pale. Hello.
I mean, Yoshi is fat, but also has a fairly large hitbox for being such a tiny little dinosaur. Nice combo going all the way on up. Those platforms do help Yoshi with some combos, so that's something that Mr. E is going to have to keep in mind. What a tech read. And would have been cool if he had it read correctly. You are jamming.
Period. Oh, God. I don't know. It's just the right time for the song. Hello?
This is a... yeah, I think this is appropriate.
I don't know. Is this the way that Mr. E wants to end this game? I don't know.
All right. Managed to get out of that pressure situation on the platform. Suarez was doing a good job of using the command grab to kind of mix up his aggression. But right now, Mystery's got other problems where he's kind of stuck in the corner. Forces his way out with what I think was a jab.
Okay. Ooh, very nice turn on that B right there. And that up smash is going to take it, actually reversing it. So now we're in the favor of Mr. E. And is that going to take it? It absolutely
Down
is
throw
going to
up
take it.
there. The most fake combo of all time, but Mystery not able to find an option fast enough to get himself out of there. You know, on that last stock, got to point out, I think Suarez definitely misinputted a defensive option because he was shaking his head, and I don't think that up smash was real. So, I don't know, just wanted to point that out because I feel like he should still have his stock right now. But a bit of a misinput, let's say, makes him now have a slight deficit, and Mr. E's kind of try to run away with this lead here.
It's definitely looking like it, and if we can definitely see a little bit of a reverse, and ooh,
The down smash.
Oh boy,
Yeah, there it is.
oh,
Yeah.
period. Oh, period. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Hello. Oh,
I
wow.
love a good shield break. Gotta say, I love a good shield break. So that was a nice place down smash from Mr. E. Suarez getting a little too shield happy.
Not against this character.
The real problem, the real issue, looks like Suarez has maybe a ruling question, perhaps? I'm going to go check on him to make sure that all is good. Or maybe he's getting the water. Yeah, to me, the real problem with... probably had like a ruling question. The real problem with getting your shield broken in tournament is like, it does a little bit of mental damage, so...
Absolutely, and
gotta make sure that you don't psych yourself out going into the next game, you know?
Absolutely, you don't want any of that bad juju vibes, that energy having an impact on your cool and methodical gameplay.
Yeah, because like, you know, if shielding is working out for you in all situations except for one, and that really like, you know, gets into your head, then you're gonna stop shielding when you should be, and you know, you're gonna have a bad time. Still sticking with the Byleth. It looks like it worked out that game, so staying true to it. So Suarez, 1 game away from a reset. Mr. E, 2 games away from the tournament. We got ourselves some Mario music here.
Period. Ooh. All right. Okay. Very nice. A little bit to a good start and putting on some damage.
Nice down air, resetting the situation with the forward air on the platform. Gets the command grab. Very nice. And, ooh, a nair out of the egg. Kind of gets Mr. E out of that situation with minimal, well, I'll say minimal in quotes, minimal damage.
Ooh,
Good
okay.
mix-up. That was a nice cross-up with the forward air. Oh, boy. Okay, if he down
Tried
smashed
it.
there instead of forward smash, that might have broke shield. So, I think Mr. E is aware of that, too. He's very good at recognizing shield pressure and shield damage, and that comes from obviously having Shield Breaker as one of your best tools as Lucina, you know?
Absolutely. And speaking of all that pressure, it's definitely looking like it's starting to feel a little bit on Mr. E's end, only because, you know, it's starting to be a lot of bleeding that we're having right now.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, now fully lapped. Suarez up a clean stock. I mean, but this is how the last game happened, and you know, all it took is one good read. Oh, that's a good read though. That up smash almost going to be enough to kill. That forward air almost getting the stock as well. Suarez is inches away from peeling the stock away from Mr. E, but it's Mr. E who ends that stock first. Still kind of in a bad position though. Mr. E off stage at 145. What does he do to get out of the corner? That damage string was not enough. Mr. E needed to really get more out of that nair, and it looks like as a result he's going to panic air dodge, and Suarez is going to capitalize. So up a clean stock now. What does Suarez do to finish this one off? Getting some damage going.
Absolutely. This is all the more what Suarez needs in order to finish this stock out. And
nice grab from Mr. E, putting Suarez back off stage, but Suarez is able to recover just fine. Good mix up to the ledge, but a forward smash is going to break the jump armor, but he can't get anything off of it as a result. Oh, good fast up B. I can't believe that reach. Holy moly.
Ooh, that could have been something very good there. It was definitely looking like it was like an F smash or something. However, we are still in a little bit of a situation. It's the bleeding. It's definitely and trying to read something there. I don't know what you was going for there, buddy. What you was going for? What you going for, son? However, this is still absolutely looking very scary. And all it takes is maybe a down B, maybe an F smash, or
tried to get the drag down to the up tilt, but Suarez does not get the combo that he wanted. So he's going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Gets the down B after the egg lay. So Suarez resets the bracket, and now a fresh grand finals. Both of them are going into losers here. 0-0 is the count. We've got a new set on our hands.
Absolutely. And what do you feel like we can see in this next game? Because I'm not sure entirely if Mr. E wants to stay Byleth. I mean, it was definitely good for a little time, you know. It was definitely looking like it was there, but is this what, like, does Mr. E want to, like, you know, go back to Lucina?
I think so. Yeah, I think the Byleth lets him throw off Suarez. Like, Suarez was on the Lucina, right? The first two games. Byleth lets him, like, it's like the distraction. It's the, you know, it throws him off the scent. You know, it all those reads he had in game 1 and 2, it's a palate cleanser. So now Mr. E gets to go into this basically fresh. And it looks like we're going to go onto Battlefield as our game 1 of this set. So,
ooh, that was a very, very nice spot dodge right there.
Yeah,
only because it's something that's, like, going to end up in a 9.
Eric does not look happy. I wouldn't be either. That was a unforced error, as we say in tennis. That is something that he could have completely avoided. Just slight miscalculation. Breaking the double jump armor was huge, but does not get the follow-up. Oh, I love the spacing from both players. They're literally flying under and over each of the nairs and attacks that they're throwing out. Nice spot dodge from Suarez. Doesn't get hit by the Dolphin Slash. Tried to get the grab on the tech in place, but Mr. E was ready with another Dolphin Slash.
Ooh, that was a very nice, like, you know, down tilt to actually kind of force a little bit more of it. Tech situation, however, we are in a situation where that trades. Okay, very nice, and I definitely feel like this can be where we start seeing a little bit more damage put on if Suarez isn't able to find this stock, and you have to be very careful. That was such a good down B right there. A little bit more immediate, trying to take that and the shield break.
Suarez gets his shield broken for the second time this set.
Ooh.
Oh, Mr. E was going for something fancy, but does not get it in time.
I know exactly what he wanted, that down air.
Yep.
That definitely could have been a down air, but
he recognized that the only way he's going to get a kill that stock is if he gets some sort of sick confirm into a kill with a down air. I've seen some cool shield break situations from Lucina. Like, you know, you've seen the clips. They can do the, like, break your shield into, like, down air and, yeah, like nair, down there again off stage. They've got some cool stuff. So
absolutely. But this is just a little bit more of a situation. Was able to bring it up just a little bit. However, we are in another situation where Suarez is in the lead. And, you know, again, like, if it weren't for that, SD, maybe you might not be in this position, but it's looking like what we have to deal with right here. And I definitely think...
Oh, that's big damage.
Mr. E needs to find a little bit of security right now, and I really like that weight on Suarez a little bit ago, only because he knew that Mr. E wanted to down air in response to a lot of situations where it would be a egg throw, but 72%, this is definitely looking a little bit more doable, and a very nice jump from Mr. E.
Wow, I can't believe he was able to tech that. He was like under the platform, but teleported up there just to get the tech. Good stuff. Good awareness from Suarez, who's doing a good job of just trying to chip away. He will win the war of attrition if they keep trading hits, so he's fine with any trades that he can get right now. Whoa,
And
what a
very
cheeky drag down. It's a F smash. Suarez is on a tear right now. Mr. E, with that unforced error, unfortunately cost him an early stock. But Suarez, despite getting his shield broken, was able to bring it all back. I think that if Eric was able to capitalize more on the shield break, then we would be seeing a different result screen there. Maybe he goes back to Byleth here. I think actually he should stick it out because that was just that first stock was just an early death, and I think if he cleans it up, he'll be all right.
Absolutely. So I'm assuming we're going back to Battlefield, sorry, and it's Super Battle Hill.
I think he's psyching himself out with those 2 games from the first set, games 1 and 2 in the grand finals, set 1, where it was Lucina Yoshi on FD. I think he's psyching himself out. I think that because of those games, he thinks it's not a good stage, but in reality, this stage I think is far worse. This is one of Yoshi's better stages. Those platforms let him get all sorts of sick combos that Lucina simply does not benefit from. Yeah, like the platforms simply give Yoshi combo potential and gives him landing potential. He can escape the corner and he can land from off stage on the platforms, and Lucina does not want to let that happen.
Ooh, and that was a very close F smash right there. Gonna get that down smash instead off of the tech read. And I also feel like adding to that effect, it's more of like one of those situations where it's like he's been definitely really struggling to catch a lot of these landings, a lot of these mix-ups that Suarez has been handing, has been a little bit of that effect. But I also feel like even with that FD game, it just was one of those situations where it's like, you know, he's still trying to learn like where he's kind of going wrong. Like a lot of the times we've seen he struggled to just really control the ground in a lot of spaces. Like this is definitely normally something that we'd love to see from E. Like E is definitely very good at catching these, and this is where we're seeing it again. Already making up 74%, sorry, and definitely trying to take off this next stock while he's at it.
Suarez is getting a little too fancy with that edge play there, and yeah, it might come back to haunt him now. He's off stage at 100. Mr. E's getting ready to lap him here, but a big F smash from the corner from Suarez. Secures the stock before things get out of hand. I will say on that last stock, Mr. E was doing a great job of making sure Suarez could not land, despite the presence of the platforms, which I thought were going to be helpful to Suarez. And we'll see if Suarez can recognize that he's being a little predictable with his landing habits.
Absolutely, and that up is going to send Suarez right back off stage.
Yep, going for the high recovery once again. You see, and Mr. E was in position, ready to punish, but just wasn't quite able to find the hit. See, he keeps going for that high recovery into the middle of the stage. I think Suarez has to mix up his recovery right now because he's going to do it again. All right, there's a mix-up. I like that. Going to the ledge was pretty smart. Throwing some eggs, can't hurt. Nice movement.
Okay, very nice.
Such an intense game, but we've got this Happy Mario music going.
Oh, of course. I love this song. I don't know. It's not all that.
This is great. This is definitely a jam. Wow, those stars really helped him out there. I cannot believe that he did not get punished. Oh, a nice counter approach from Mr. E.
Ooh, very weird air dodge right there, but Suarez is still at 190%, and this is kind of where it's like...
Let's talk about the fact that he's at 190%. Where's the kills? Where's the random F tilt or something? Like, he's dead. Nope. Oh, wow. What an amazing drift. I cannot believe those magnet hands were able to make it back.
I think it was also the help of that air dodge right there. Still had his jump too, and is going to take it with that F tilt.
Yeah,
very nice.
Suarez got so much mileage out of that stock. I cannot believe that he lived to 190 plus. And now Mr. E's in the corner. Oh, okay. Good parry. That's necessary to get the punish. And nice spot dodge, making sure he doesn't get his shield broken. Mr. E is really making all the right plays here. But Suarez just needs to find one mistake, one little error, and he's going to get the kill. So where will that mistake come in?
Absolutely, and it's definitely looking like it could be soon, especially.
There it is. Finds him on the retreating dash back and gets the forward air, which means this game is evened up, and Suarez could be in a position where he steals the second game of the set.
Absolutely, and if that does happen, that does mean that we are at a 2-0 game for Suarez, where he was initially struggling.
Yeah. Winners finals look completely different. I mean, didn't even end up taking a game over in winners, but now It's been 4-1 so far in this set. So, I mean, overall, they're tied at 4 games apiece. So this is the defining moment of, like, I'd say momentum in the set, you know? Like, whoever wins this is, like up in momentum by a lot. And wow, what a big attempt. Oh, that air dodge is going to cost them.
Oh, no.
Why did he go off stage and save him? I think he might have been dead there.
Absolutely.
Suarez with the huge tech. He still needs to find a way back out of the corner, though. A dash attack from the corner will get him away from the pressure. But for how long? He's now off stage. Good roll. He hasn't rolled from ledge yet. But the Dolphin Slash is going to do it. And Mr. E is now the one with the momentum. This is 1-1 in the reset. So, like I said, overall for the day, they are now 5-4 in Mr. E's favor. So, again, I think that was a huge momentum shift because, yeah, they were tied up until now.
I'm going to be completely honest. Like, a lot of that game was still Mr. E having a lot of control. I think this is kind of like where he learned that, like, although, like, you saw a lot, he was missing a lot of these, you know, reads that he had. Suarez, again, trying to get back to center stage, which was initially what kind of won him that first set. You know, was starting to come back a little bit, starting to learn a little bit more control, a lot more of the ledge trapping. And I feel like it's like Suarez doesn't want to be at ledge, but it's like he has to find a little bit more of a safer way, a little bit more of a way to kind of fight Mr. E, like, for stage control without actually, you know, landing the way he is.
Yeah, his landings have been getting stuffed out like pretty frequently, I'd say. Like, that game, it looked like Mr. E was reading his mind in terms of how he wanted to land. But, you know, towards the end, he was starting to mix it up. He started down being to ledge a little bit more, you know. He started air dodging through some stuff. But I guess this is the set where we see if Suarez can counter-adapt. Or this is the game, rather. Oh, my goodness. Suarez is out for blood.
Oh, that definitely looked like it could have gotten a kill confirmed. Ooh, very nice. That was... Wow! Alright, so getting that spot dodge read too. I really feel like this is definitely where Mr. E is definitely starting to find a little bit more of the understanding that he's been looking for, like, especially on, like, Suarez. Like, Suarez has definitely been continuously air dodging to the ground, you know, and even in situations where he doesn't air dodge to the ground, it's still in all situations where he can definitely still punish him.
There's no jump here, so he has to make it back to ledge. Mr. E had an opportunity, but a couple of misinputs there, but no punish from Suarez. But at least he got out of jail relatively scot-free. I think Suarez could be dead now if Mr. E was playing perfect. I'm surprised that didn't kill. That was the setup. I mean, he cleans it up with another up air follow-up, but surprised that setup didn't kill in the first place, you know? Even with rage, too.
Okay, so we're kind of getting back into it, and, like, still... It's another situation. This is a little bit where Mr. E has been struggling to kill. I think it's not even only because Yoshi of how heavy Yoshi is, but it's like Mr. E has been missing a little bit of everything he's been trying to put out. But even then, he's still in a lot of good positions where he's just very narrowly avoiding all of these things. And even though he's not getting the punishes, he's not in too much of a position like this where we see right now of him just like losing a lot of control and position.
You see that triangle dodge from Suarez? It was pretty slick, and now he's able to get back to ledge. He made it to the stage and decided to go right back to ledge anyway, but it worked out in his favor, so still able to stay alive at 197. This is going to be the stock where if he can get a lead here, like if he could just take this right now with an up smash. Oh, I thought he should have. I knew he should have done it the other way. He had the opportunity to win the stock right there. And if he did, that would have been huge. But now he does not have the rage, and he still doesn't have the setup. So, like, he's got to work, again, even harder now. Ooh, nice spot dodge from Mr. E. That's so hard to dodge because you are expecting the attack almost every time.
I'm being completely honest. Like, that's actually, like, I think the second time, I was going to call it a little bit earlier, especially on Battlefield, where Mr. E has spot dodged, or Egglay, sorry.
Yeah, if Suarez can counter-adapt, all he has to do instead is back air, because back air is going to recover a spot dodge by the virtue of having multiple hits. So, but man, he's not in control right now. Suarez has just been tossed around this whole stock, 80%. Mr. E is feeling comfortable, still sitting at 0. Look at this.
I also feel like that comes to just shifting a little bit more of the momentum, being able to ledge trap, being able to do a lot of these things, kind of control the pace of the game a little bit more. And that was also a very good... I feel like Mr. E is starting to jump a little bit more in reaction to whenever he feels like Suarez is going to go for egg lay.
He's jumping in general when Suarez is jumping. He's trying to mirror Suarez's movement. If Suarez is in the air, he wants to be in the air because he knows that at the end of the day, his forward air will beat him out. Oh my god, that down air just killed off the top?
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
You'll never defeat me.
Wow.
Oh boy.
What? I didn't even know it could do that.
What now?
Falling down air just hits him with the late hitbox, and I guess it kills off the top, huh?
Oh my.
You learn something new every day.
You really do.
Sticking with the Yoshi, I think that's smart. We got a 2-1 set count. Mr. E is 1 game away from winning the tournament now, whereas before he was like, not looking too hot. Now it's looking good.
Absolutely. And we're going right back to Battlefield.
Oh, Suarez starting off with a slick movement. Not getting anything for it, though. Just moving because it's cool. Yeah, he's moving right now. I think that's really good from him. Like, it's not paying off yet, but I think this mobility change, like, he's changing his playstyle, and that's huge. Like, staying mobile is absolutely key if you're going to be beating a character who's so good at controlling space, you know? Like, you're not going to outbeat them with hitboxes, so you have to outbeat them with your mobility. Because Yoshi is actually, despite what you might think based on his weight, he's really fast.
Absolutely, and especially with his initial dash too. I definitely love the way like his initial dash works, and especially like using it too. Like he almost runs a little bit closer to the like ground.
His initial dash is good, but also his airspeed's good. So you combine the two factors, and he has just good control of his character and like where he is overall. Like he can pretty much be wherever he needs to be at all times.
Absolutely, and we're seeing a little bit of that right now being used against Suarez. Actually, just Mr. E just using a lot of his just dashes overall, just being able to stay a little bit more grounded than Mr. E. Again, controlling this like grounded area, as you said. And is that going to end? Ooh, not going to end, and it's not just yet.
Oh, but he doesn't get the tech, and that means Suarez will clean up that stock.
Absolutely. With 67% is okay. It's not the best, but it's definitely still something that can be made up. With a string we've seen multiple times from Suarez that has evened a lot of things up.
One thing I'm liking from Mr. E is that he's doing classic, like, just good old-fashioned melee stuff that you'd see Marts do in order to combat mobility. So, like, in Melee, when someone's dash dancing or wave dashing in your face or slightly out of your range, what you do is you dash forward or wave dash in and down tilt, because it'll cover where they're running and also if they dash back. And Mr. E's using that to full effect here.
Absolutely, and I definitely love the way he's been using that. And not only that, we're right back to even game.
Yeah, it looks like Suarez, while I was complimenting Mr. E, was able to get a couple of strings and kind of, evening out this percent. Still staying alive at 167. This has been a problem throughout the set where Suarez has found a couple stocks that he's just lived until like 190. So every time that happens, it's exactly what Suarez wants. Obviously, everyone would want to live till like 100 billion%, but it's what Suarez needs to kind of get back in the game when he has a deficit. He needs one of those stocks where he does that Yoshi thing, where he just lives till ridiculous percents and then kills you at 130 like that. So now we have ourselves a truly even game. This could be Suarez's last stock of the tournament, though, so if Mr. E is just playing clean, that might be it.
Absolutely, and that was a really good spot dodge to end that last stock. However, I feel like Mr. E has definitely been a little bit more on the side, just trying to grab Suarez like wherever he's landing, just to like kind of start the damage. A lot of where his damages come from is solely from grabbing. That's I think the only dancing blade that we've seen this entire set.
Yeah, he recognizes that it's not reliable because Yoshi can probably jump out of certain hitboxes if he doesn't space it like perfectly. So I think that's smart that Mr. E hasn't been relying on it, rather just choosing to use forward airs a lot just to kind of swat Yoshi away, and also down tilts to make sure he can't dash on the ground. Oh, falling out of that nair is huge. It's going to give Suarez another chance to get a combo here and get this game back in his favor. But first he's got to make it back onto the stage, and a nice down B to the ledge. Oh, gets grabbed in the corner, though. What does he do? One more chance. He's got one more chance. Just pummels. Just the damage. Honestly, the damage is fine. Because 1-up B out of shield now, it means Mr. E takes the game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Mr. E's waiting for everything. He's doing so good, being patient and just... Yeah, the patience pays off. Mr. E wins the set 3-1 over Suarez. Suarez leaning back in his chair, taking a heavy sigh. You'll get him next time, man.